Hi, it's day 3 of National Mental Health Awareness Week, and today I wanted to talk about little things that you can do to help yourself if you are suffering, like I am, with kind of quite a severe bout of depression, or even just a small bout, it doesn't matter, or anything else that you may be suffering with in the mental health bracket. I think the first thing that's vital is, whilst it's important that you know that you've got a support network, it's vital that that support network is positive. You need to surround yourself with positive-minded people. With the best will in the world, there are some people out there who just have a naturally negative way of looking at life, and that's not helpful. And it's not about cutting ties completely at all, because obviously, they can't help their negative frame. They need to perhaps get some way of looking at things in a different way. But if you are in a downward spiral and what you are getting is negativity, then that's just going to fuel your negativity. It's important that you find people who are generally positive people, upbeat people, but by the same token, you don't want people that are just going to shake you and say, snap out of it, come on, smile, and stuff like that. It's kind of like, if I could smile, or I felt like I could smile, I effing well would. It's kind of, it gets really frustrating. It's totally unhelpful. I remember once somebody once said to me, "Oh, just a little bit depressed." I thought, I wanted to throttle them, and I'm trying very hard not to use very bad language, because I want this video to be accessible to everybody. Negativity does not help. Steer clear of negative thinking, because you're doing enough of that yourself. And if you are surrounding yourself with a negative-minded person or persons, then they're just going to fuel that negativity. The second thing you can do is steer clear of social media wherever possible. I know it's ironic because I'm posting the video on social media, but it breeds negativity, it breeds contempt, it breeds hatred. And whilst social media has got its uses, yes, we can bring the issues of mental health to a greater audience and a greater platform, but don't live on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, or whatever. Don't live on there. Don't believe everything, because you're going to see stuff that pisses you off. You're going to see stuff that upsets you. You're going to see stuff that brings you down. And you'll find that you'll make a comment and then somebody will just backlash at you, because they don't like the fact that you've pointed out something that they've said is stupid in your mind, or negative or whatever. So, and then it just opens up a huge can of worms, and it's best just to step away at that point. You, in your mental state, you don't mean to cause any offence. By the same token, they probably didn't mean to put something that you took offence to, or that you found didn't make any sense to you. Everyone has the right to their opinion. Of course they do. But the thing is that, with a lot of fake news and really negative press, and just everything about politics at the moment is just fueling anxiety, it's fueling hatred, because everyone's got their own reasons why they vote. I will always personally vote based on policy, but some people will go based on personality. I don't like this person, I don't like that person. Fine, if that's how they want to do it, but to me it just makes no sense. So I'm quite vocal about that. Steer clear of social media wherever possible. Don't buy into all these memes that come up and stuff, expecting you to vote or to colour your to colour your views and things like that. It's life's too short, and you're going through enough pain as it is with your mental health, with your depression and stuff. You're going through enough as it is, so why add to it? Why fuel it? Yeah, I was saying about surrounding yourself with positive people. It's the same with posts, surround yourself with positive posts. There are some amazing groups out there that are full of positivity, light and love and everything else, and that's what you need. But what you don't need is constant barrage and bombardment of negativity, and stuff like that. What else can you do? You can listen to music. Whether you like classical music or not, I would suggest listening to some light, gentle classical music, because that will relax you. Or just something chilling out, chill out. If you listen to angry music, it's gonna make you angry. If you listen to heavy metal and rock, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with all that music. I love music. I listen to so many different styles of music. But at the moment, a lot of my music is really uplifting. It's really positive. So if you go onto Spotify, for example, you can select a mood. There's a mood playlist. In fact, there are several playlists within that category of mood, and there are several uplifting, positive, relaxing playlists that have got like 20, 30, 40, 50 songs on them. And that will really, really help. Just as a little aside, a few years ago, it's gonna sound like I'm going completely bonkers. Maybe I am. But a few years ago, they did a test. Scientists did a test on plants, okay, and they found that plants that had heavy metal played to them would last perhaps a little bit longer, but they wouldn't grow very much. Whereas plants that were played classical music, especially Mozart, would grow big, beautiful blooms, but they wouldn't last very long. So heavy metal made it last longer, but didn't produce very much. Mozart in particular produced massive blooms, but they didn't last long. And Cliff Richard, when he was played, all the plants died. I'm not saying there's any connection at all. I'm not saying don't listen to Cliff Richard, because his music is actually quite relaxing, but obviously not for plants. I just thought I'd share that, because it's something I found out about 4 years ago, and it still makes me smile now. Read. Occupy yourself. Read. Colour in. I've got a stack of folders that big, so kind of head height, full of colouring in, and I just get on with stuff. Do your hobbies, do your activities, do yourself, do anything that's positive, and that's it. So surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people that have got a bit of a light humour. Try and avoid negativity wherever you can, especially on social media, and listen to some uplifting, relaxing, or uplifting, lively music, but get yourself into a positive frame of mind. And it's not going to cure the depression or whatever mental issue you've got, but it makes it easier. It makes it easier to cope with. And that's kind of where I am at the moment. I'm at the coping strategy. I'm growing stronger every day. My roots are going down. I'm becoming more grounded, because I'm doing all sorts of little things like listening to uplifting music, and I'm keeping myself occupied, and I'm surrounding myself with positive people, and I'm not getting involved in negativity. I made a bit of a mistake yesterday. I kind of went onto a negative rant, and I corrected myself this morning. But try and stay positive. Try and keep positive, and keep positive people around you. And again, no one has yet, but if you've got any questions, post them below and I'll talk about them next time. So until tomorrow, take care, look after yourselves and each other. I'm not Jerry Springer, but look after yourselves and each other. And that, I mean that, I do mean that sincerely, because we've got to stick together in this, and we've got to get mental health awareness up there, which is why I'm doing these vids. Cheers.